Welcome to CNTV. I'm Brad Clonch.
And I'm Quin Tran.
President Barack Obama traveled to Oklahoma this summer. He came to Durant, Oklahoma, and spoke about the Connect Home Internet Initiative. It's a plan that aims to make high-speed internet more affordable to low-income families. The pilot program is launching in 27 cities, including the Choctaw Nation. Governor Bill Anoatubby attended the president's visit. These Chickasaw youth, along with other Native students, were also invited to the special occasion. 3 Chickasaw teenagers were selected to participate in a roundtable discussion with the president. He asked them to share their life experiences and insight on tribal and community issues.
The Chickasaw Nation honored 4 distinguished people, inducting them into the Chickasaw Hall of Fame. Thelma Chincie Ross was among the honorees. The Chickasaw elder has dedicated her life to serving people. She served as Tuttle, Oklahoma's first librarian, historian, and voter registrar. The Chickasaw Nation also honored Rose Shields Jefferson. A fluent speaker of the Chickasaw language, she is devoted to serving others by sharing and teaching the Chickasaw language and culture. Known also for her beautiful beadwork, she sews for patients at the Chickasaw Nation Medical Center and makes Chickasaw regalia for special events. Homer Paul was also inducted into the Chickasaw Hall of Fame. He had a successful 54-year career in the banking industry and served in the U.S. Marines, achieving the rank of colonel. Known as a philanthropist, Mr. Paul has generously given to universities in Oklahoma, set up scholarships for youth, and supported charitable organizations. Miss Betty Frazier accepted the special honor on behalf of her late husband, Reverend Jefferson Davis Frazier. A mentor, educator, and spiritual leader, Reverend Frazier touched the lives of Carter Seminary and Oklahoma public school students. Reverend Frazier also served as chaplain for the Chickasaw Nation Medical Center, providing spiritual comfort to families. Governor Bill Anoatubby said that the Chickasaw Hall of Fame inductees are people passionate about helping others. True success is measured by the impact made on those around us. Music has the power to transport us to a special place and time.
A piece of history finds its way home, sharing sounds of the past.
The Artesian Hotel is a destination.
The Artesian Hotel attracts people to Sulphur, Oklahoma. The hotel looks grand and beautiful. Inside, it's full of modern luxury. But listen closely, there's a hint of the past.
Has a full opening lid that stays open, which is very nice. Down here we have our record storage. You can store up to 80 records here in the phonograph, and it's merely as easy as picking what you'd like to listen to, putting it down, and then the most important part of the whole phonograph is the hand crank.
Bryce Chitwood is the Artesian Hotel's general manager.
It's a remarkable piece of machinery, and they just don't build things like this anymore. So this is a solid wood piece with some really very basic parts that make it really special.
This is an Edison phonograph built in the early 1900s. It once played in the original Artesian Hotel.
As it turns out, the phonograph was in the hotel from 1922 until 1955. The general manager at the time, Mr. Kelly, called a friend of his and said, "Hey, we're buying a new phonograph. Do you want to take our old one?" His friend said, "Sure, I'd love to."
That friend took great care of this piece of history. 60 years later, the phonograph returns home, playing the same music from decades ago.
And before he'd passed, he'd heard about the new Artesian, and he said, "I want it to go back to the new Artesian Hotel, and I want the phonograph to go back home." It's just an absolute treasure. It's a hand crank, there's no cords, it came with about 100 records, and it's just such a remarkable piece of history, and we're thrilled to have it back here at the Artesian. We'll even let the guests change out the records, obviously with assistance, because we need to take very careful care of the machine, but they want to see how it works, and they're intrigued by it. You can close your eyes and listen to the sounds of the phonograph, and you can just envision the parties that happened, John Wayne strolling through the lobby, just all of the folks who came to the original Artesian. And now it sounds just like it did in 1922.
That phonograph is in near perfect condition. A small piece had to be replaced and the woodwork needs a little bit of care. Other than that, it really is a remarkable invention.
It's a great invention because it doesn't require electricity. Just crank it up to start. The music plays for about 10 minutes at a time.
Look and listen for it. It's on display in the lobby of the Artesian Hotel.
At the Chickasaw Cultural Center, the sounds of children were everywhere. This was the Children's Fest at the Cultural Center, an event that's all about kids and fun interactive activities for them. By midday, there were more than 1,000 people there to celebrate this annual event.
So the campus itself turns into a massive kid-friendly environment. We have activities going all day long that's really for the children to both enjoy and learn. So you're going to find anything from language stations to kid-friendly films to a wishing tree that they're able to do.
Cultural demonstrators were also on hand to share Chickasaw heritage with the children. They were encouraged to participate in cultural activities like the popular stomp dance.
This week-long camp held at the Chickasaw Conference and Retreat Center provided an educational experience to participants of all ages. The Diabetes Prevention Camp is designed to be informative and interactive. Breakout sessions featured topics that included nutrition and exercise. Participants also set goals to live healthier.
We're showing them how exercise and eating right is really helping their blood sugar. So on the first day, they might come in and their blood sugars are not doing really well. And by the end of the week, we're hoping, and usually they see it, where their blood sugars are coming back down to the normal range, the goal range.
It's not a vacation. It's a learning experience. And you can't know too much about your diabetes. And this is why I'm here the second time, because we can't know too much, and every year they tell us something new.
Learn more about this annual camp and other programs through the Chickasaw Nation's Diabetes Care Center by calling the number on your screen.
It's summer, but these children spent some time in the classroom. The instructors, Lighthorse Police. The Chickasaw Lighthorse Youth Academy gave kids a chance to explore a career in law enforcement. They learned about forensics and fingerprinting and what it takes to be a Lighthorse police officer.
We have conditioning every morning, and we give them a little idea of the test we have to take each year, and they get to practice those tests and see the standards that we have to pass, and they're able to try it and see where they rank and see if that's something they want to do. Working with the canine unit was one of the more popular sessions with the kids. This academy is held every summer for children ages 10 to 15. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of CNTV.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.